Welcome back to Mineral Point. Ken Manning along with Kirk Lair, Western Wisconsin Video Production, as we are set for the semifinals of both Consolation and Championship. And Kirk, again, thanks so much for being here today. I tell you what, that morning session, prelims and quarters, Consolation, here we are. This is kind of the big time round right now.
Well, it's really painful that you have to come watch this caliber of wrestling here, so you had to twist my arm about a quarter, whatever,
yeah.
And I gave in real easy because this is the round you come for here for
yes.
There's right off the bat we're going to kick it in at 106, and it's just going to be some interesting bouts and who can get to the finals and who can. We're already in action down here in the Consolation side, and that would be the Arrows. Would that be Cradwell taking on Weigel from Belmont-Platteville?
Got to throw this out here. Take a look at the team score. Iowa Grand Highland 192.5. A point behind is Prairie du Chien at 191.5. Mineral Point has worked their way into third place at 169, followed by Fenimore at 148. So a little bit of a interesting twist there.
It
Kirk.
is. Yep. I didn't expect Fenimore to be down that low, and they didn't pick up many. Which they had cots in those, but I think we already had looked at it after those guys had wrestled.
Yeah.
They got quite a few in the semis, I'm pretty sure, but they really don't have a lot in the lower brackets.
Taking a look here, you're right. That's absolutely true.
Yep.
Up on mat 1, you've got Dodgeville's Shane Rochin, the freshman, the number 1 ranked at 106 pounds, 41-1, taking on Lennon Ewert, a junior, out of Mineral Point. He comes in with a record of 19-12, and that's off and going, as well as on mat number 2, Riverdale's Terry Sage, a sophomore at 25-7. He is taking on Hunter Reed out of Prairie du Chien, a freshman, 30-9. Again, those are your semifinal matches coming up here on the championship side. And the Consolation side, Emma Haiti, as Kirk mentioned, taking on Nolan Von Schindo from Benton, Cuba City, Benton Southwestern. That's a 5-2 score. And on mat number 4, in the lower right corner of your screen, Aiden Weigel of Belmont-Platteville, a freshman, is out in front of William Cradville out of Lancaster. That's a 4-2 score right now as well.
Yeah. Good match here, good round. Like you said, the young freshman down there at mat number 1 from Dodgeville, currently ranked number 1 in the state. And he is just, there's not a lot of left in his gas tank that's not going to go out here. He just gives it all. And again, doing another takedown clinic, 4-2 here right now, as he scores another takedown. He just so quick and so fast. And you just look at those 3 or 4 guys that they have in their wrestling room. And like I said, we talked about earlier, you got the young Spurley athlete who's probably not even going to be in the lineup here at the end of the year.
Yeah.
And he placed at the Bi-State at 113.
That's just crazy. Yes.
Well, he's really just putting on a clinic down there right now, Ken. It's just scored again. It's 12-5. He's trying to get a good workout on his feet.
Yeah.
Which I like seeing that stuff, but if you do 6 snap downs and spin behinds and that's the only move you use, I don't think you gain a whole lot of benefit from that.
Yeah, right.
You got to try something that maybe you didn't try before.
You talk about all of these, especially at Dodgeville, the number of great young wrestlers that they have and highly ranked on that. You and I have talked about it. Chuck has talked about it with us. Iron sharpens iron, and that's kind of what takes place here in that one. A pin on mat number 4 as Aiden Weigel of Belmont-Platteville is going to pick up the pin over Cradville out of Lancaster. He was leading 11-4 at the time of the pin.
And Rashawn got the pin down there on mat number 1, too.
All right.
On mat number 3, I believe Cradwell got the pin. Van Schindel from Cuba City got the pin there.
Okay. Sage and Reed still wrestling on mat. I guess that's done too on mat 3 I didn't see the final.
No, that was Haiti there. They're on mat 2.
Oh, they're on 2.
Yeah,
Oh, there
yeah.
we go. I'm sorry. I got all mixed up.
Yeah, you're all right.
4-0 to score there. Oh, got some back points coming. And a possible pin in the works. There it is.
Yep. Reed came in as the 2nd seed, so no surprises there. We're going to have the 1 seed against the 2 seed in the finals.
That'll be a fun one to see. Well, it'll be interesting to see how many of those 1s and 2s are going to match up here today when everything is said and done.
Well, there on mat number 3, that was Connor from Iowa Grant getting the pin there over Hendricks from Lancaster at 113.
That was a quick one.
Yes, it was.
And there's the thing, too. We've got to remember, folks, that the consolation side, first period is only a minute in length, and the championship side, that's your 2-2-2.
Okay, now we got championship on both 1 and 2. Håkan Peterson down there going to work right away. He's up 9-3 in his match. And now they just got down here, Ethan Haiti. He's taking on a really good wrestler from Prairie du Chien and Porter Klossman. That should be a really close match. Nice low single by Ethan Haiti.
Great shot.
As soon as I say that, I see down the other end there that Håkan Peterson made quick work. That was like a 57-second pin down there.
Wow.
So Dodgeville starting out pin.
My goodness. We're going to look at, and that was now they're bumping up to 126. Was 120 where's Charlie Might at?
Well, I couldn't believe why we skipped that. He should have been there.
So maybe was that Might that was out there?
No, that was Håkan.
That was Håkan. Okay.
I could tell it was Håkan.
Okay. Well, good.
I don't know if they were gonna. Charlie got
Did he get
who was he wrestling? He was wrestling Curtis from Cuba City. Maybe he got an injury default or something.
That could be. Yeah.
Didn't wrestle. I know that.
Yeah.
Because this now is.
Oh no, my sheet doesn't have the. I got the old one. Get the new one out here. Well, let's take a look here. We'll set the stage at 126 pounds on mat number 1. This is going to be Ethan Aird of Darlington. And he is taking on Max Kelly, a freshman out of Iowa Grant Highland. 2-0 to score, Aird. Haiti has that 2-0 lead, trying to get some back points here. Now he's going to get a count. So he's going to pick up at least 2. Looks like he's going to get the 5 count, so he'll pick up 3 as time runs out in the period. On mat number 3, Eli Aird, the junior, consolation side, is taking on Lakota Brewer out of Riverdale. Aird, of course, Darlington Blackhawk. That's a 2-0 score for Riverdale right now. We'll make it 4-0, excuse me, as I turn around and take a peek.
A 113 still down on mat number 4. That is Bonkamp from Riverdale as he takes on Kite from Mineral Point. That's now going to go to the 3rd period with Kite out in front 8-2. As Aird is winning down there on mat number 1, and Haiti is still in charge here commandingly on mat number 2 with a 7-0 score.
Yeah, he must have picked up another reversal here in the 2nd period with the start. Maybe he started down. I wasn't 100% on that.
Yep. So he's on track right now to wrestle Håkan Peterson in the finals.
That'll be a great match. A couple of state wrestlers.
Yep.
Now was Haiti been wrestling up a weight? Did he move down or?
Yeah, he was wrestling 120 most of the year.
He was, okay.
I think this is his first time down at 113.
Ah, okay. And with the weight advancements, the additions, I think he's what, at 116 does he get to weigh, or 115 now and 16 next week?
Is it regionals before they get the
extra
extra pound?
I think it's regionals when you get the extra pound, yeah.
All right.
So he could weigh 116. As long as you callop for it, that's the big thing.
And there he gets the pin.
Oh, good for him.
Nice job by him.
Yes. That was tough.
So that sets up our finals there. And that'll be Haken Peterson, the undefeated freshman, or sophomore, excuse me, taking on Ethan Haiti in the finals there.
Haiti a junior, so a couple of underclassmen in that championship bout. That's one that we could see again down the road another year or two, or for another year.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Taking a look here now as on this mat right below us here on mat 4 there, that's a 10-2 score at 113. And that is going to be Baumkamp against Kite, Riverdale versus Mineral Point. Kite from Mineral Point with that major decision so far. He's picking up some more back points here with 30 seconds remaining in the match. So he's gonna, looks like he's gonna move on. Up on mat number 1 there, we have Ethan Aird with a, is it still 4-0, Kirk, or against Max Kelly?
Oh, yeah, down there. No, it's 6-2 now.
6-2, okay. Oh, now they just, I asked that and they just refreshed it here.
And he just scored another takedown, so now it's 8-2. We're in the last 20 seconds of the second period.
Okay.
Winner down here, mat number 4. The young man from Riverdale wins that. And that would have been Baumkamp from Riverdale.
All right. On mat 4? Well,
Mat 4,
I
yep.
thought he was, did he come back and pin? Because Kite was winning.
Kite was winning?
Yeah. According to what I just had, I just looked at it.
Okay, I'll have to look at it again then.
Okay, Kite was up 10-2, and then it just flipped out on me there.
Oh, maybe they were just shaking hands.
Oh,
I thought he
okay.
was running off like he won. There we go, we're on 120. So they didn't wrestle Charlie Mite's match, but they are wrestling Scullion's match for Mineral Point against Birchman.
Okay.
And right now, that's in favor of Birchman, and he does have Scullion in a lot of trouble. He could get the fall here.
Take a look at this one, and then we're going to take a look at, let's start our way backwards with our fine sponsors, the Riverdale Wrestling Club, along with Western Wisconsin Video Productions. Thanks to Jeff Campbell helping us out here today with his wrestling club. The Wright Insurance Agency out of Westby and Viroqua, that's Miranda Wright, American Family, the Wright Insurance Agency. Westby Rod and Gun and the Rockton Grill. I tell you what, there's a couple of area restaurants that just serve up some terrific meals. You got to try those. Steve, of course, the breakfast Saturday and Sunday mornings over there at the Westby Rod and Gun. Jody over there at Rockton with that grilled chicken throughout every Sunday for, man, I don't know how many weeks, but they start probably about that late April, early May. They go until at least mid-October, as long as the weather stays nice. WCCU, Westby Co-op Credit Union, helping us out, and the Westby Co-op Creamery with their wonderful convenience store right in downtown Westby. We'll pick up on more of those in just a moment's time. On mat 3, we have Jamin Krapp, a senior at 13-7, taking on Cole Pouts, a freshman at 9-17. So Krapp is going to have the early lead here.
Yep. At number 4, Lucas Christensen from Iowa Grand Highland is taking on at 120 Brady Baumgartner. He leads right now 2-1 until he put this cradle in, and now with 110 left, it'll be up to see if Baumgartner can fight that off.
Aird is really...
and he didn't.
Okay. Aird has picked up a 8-point advantage, looking at a major decision right now on mat 1.
So 126 there in the wrestle back. It was
final 14-4 on mat 1.
Christensen winning there.
Okay. Five-0 score here on mat number 2. Mason Scullion, freshman from Mineral Point, trailing Cade Birchman, Fenimore. Now 7-0 with a minute to go in period number 2. Again, that's at 120 pounds. Boy, a tough armbar series here right now with Birchman. Scullion trying to get up and out, and a single leg dump puts him back on the mat.
Birchman is just having one great match here. He's kind of dominating against Scullion. Scullion, a freshman with a nice record of 20-9, but Birchman maybe has a few more losses, but he seems to be coming in his own here at 126.
Yeah, you never know sometimes that year under your belt. Now a sophomore, like you said. Starting to be on that big picture, right? On the big.
Yeah, they just understand. Of course, being out of that wrestling family, he just probably sees sometimes better matches at home on the carpet than he does in the practice room.
Well, you know, there's a great match going on down there, Kirk, with Mason Hurd of Prairie du Chien and Brody Meese, two sophomores here. It's a 2-1 score that I have on the board here. It's 2-1 in favor of Hurd.
Yeah.
They're going to stalk each other.
Figure out who won that other match back there.
Hurd coming in with a single leg. Meese trying to fight that off. That'll wear on you right there, hopping on one leg.
Yes, it will.
Meese really doing a nice job of fighting this off, but Hurd just staying in great position so far.
Yeah, you were right. Kite won that match down there with a pin.
Okay.
That was at 113. So Iowa Grant, so far this round, getting into the wrestlebacks, they continue to add points to their total.
Hurd does come up with the takedown, and now Meese trying to get out of bounds. Or not that he was trying to get out of bounds. He was trying to get that reversal, and they roll out of bounds as Hurd was trying to reverse him there. So 4-1 is your score.
Yep. 10-0 that Birchman is just dominating in that other semifinal at 120. He's just kind of pounding on Scullion. Scullion now, don't get caught in that lateral. He got out of that.
Yeah. Krapp of Lancaster leads 13-2 over Pultz of Mineral Point here on mat 3. That's the lower left corner of your screen. And the lower right corner of the screen, Kirk, you got a good one right there in front of you at 2-2.
Yep, that's between Troyster from Cuba City and Leffler from Fenimore. Fenimore still got quite a few wrestlers in action, but down these lower weights, they all seem to be back on the back side. But you can come all the way back and get fifth. That's going to add some points to your total.
And if you can get some pinpoints in there, that'll help.
Yep.
You got to get those bonus points.
And he's doing a nice job riding down there at mat number 1, but he's still trailing here in the second period, 4-1. He needs to start adding something to that.
We're at the 50-second mark here on mat 3. It stays at 13-2 with Krapp in the lead. Trying to come up with a cradle there, but Pouts not able to get the turn. Krapp is, he's content to kind of stay in underneath there. He's looking at hand control, wrist control, which is what he's got right now.
Well, I see our official scratching his head, so I'm thinking he's thinking about he should call somebody for stalling.
Yeah, there it comes. You're right.
Well, rightfully so. Young man from Krapp from Lancaster, he's not figuring out how to get his head up off the mat.
He's just going to bail out of there.
He's down there in a tough match in the still in the first or second period. Oh, he did get some back points though now, so now it's 4-4. So he probably was able to finally get that cradle in and turning. That's
quite the deal right now with that.
And their match is over here, 13-3 final for. Oh wow! Here's a big turn of events here. Scully, and they pinned him.
Oh wow!
He was trailing 10-0. Reversed him and got a cradle in and pinned Birchman. Wow, that was a big turn of events there.
That is huge.
That was at 120. That got the hometown crowd noticing.
Well, that'll jumpstart that young man, won't it, Scullion?
Oh, yeah, he's going to be fired up for the coming weeks.
Wow. But, Kirk, going back to what we said earlier, remember I said back about an hour ago that in this kind of an environment, there's going to be 3 or 4 upsets that you didn't see coming.
Yep, that's
that might be number 2.
That was a big one, especially at the time of the match and the time of the scoring.
Yeah. Thanks to the Westby Wrestling Club, we're wishing all the best to the Norsemen throughout the tournament series. And the Westby Truck and Equipment, that's Aaron and Nikki Wong, and Wong Farms as well, helping us out. Boy, I tell you what, they just do such a tremendous job, and they're watching right now, I'm sure, over there with the Twitch channel on at Viroqua, watching the Norsemen. We thank them for all that they do. Viroqua Wrestling Club supporting the broadcast today. And thanks to Rachel and her crew at the Viroqua Village Market, right on the main street there. All kinds of great artisan little shops. You can stop in there. That's a huge, huge area. And Ray's Gas and Goodies right there just inside of Cashton, coming off Highway 27. He'll pop out and fill up your tank for you. You don't even have to get out of the vehicle. So those are more of our wonderful sponsors helping us out today.
Got the makings of another upset down there, Ken. Kind of an upset. Because Meese is ranked right now second in the state at 126. And he's getting beat by Mason Hurd, the sophomore. And there's like a minute 8 left, and he's up right now 8-5.
Wow. Yeah, that's kind of getting down to crunch time a little bit.
Aird won in his match over Kelly, 14-4. Center mat, there we have Rowan Carey, the number 1 ranked wrestler in the state, Division III, kind of having his way with good sophomore from another one that Ryan Lord and Rod Muller have there at Dodgeville. Sophomore with a 34-10 record, Nathan Johnson, but he just ran into, oh wow, Meese got a toss now on Aird, and he could come back and really make this a big match. It's going to be 8-7, and with the back points, he's going to be up now. 25 seconds to go. Is he just going to hold him there or what? Hurd is trying to get out of that, but I don't think so. He's got that locked in pretty comfortably.
That's going to be awfully tough, yeah.
And he's just going to sit there. He's content to just sit there, get his 3 points, and win by 2.
Yep.
Hurd must have just hung his head just a little bit too much and ended up costing him, and it did cost him. There's going to be your final. 10-8 is Brody Meese came back to that ranking and showed that he wants to be in the finals against Aird from Darlington Blackhawk.
Boy, that was a great job right there for Meese. On taking a look here on mat 4, we got a 6-2 score, lower right corner of the screen. Consolation side, 132.
Yeah, we're up to 132 in a lot of these weight classes now. Another Fenimore wrestler out here on mat number 3, and that's Shep from Fenimore taking on Cushman of Belmont Platteville. Right now, that's a 2-0 score in favor of Cushman.
Now, with is that Connor? Is that Bremeyer or Breimeyer from Benton's, Cuba City Southwestern there?
Which mat?
On mat 4.
Mat 4?
Yeah.
I would say that's Bremeyer.
Bremeyer, okay.
Or Breimeyer.
Yeah, he's out in front of Best, 8-3 right now. Mat 3, Shep of Fenimore and Cushman of Belmont Platteville. That's a 2-0 score in favor of Cushman.
There's a fall down here on mat number 4. And that would be the young man from Cuba City getting the fall there.
Okay.
On mat number 4. And that would be Breimeyer gets the fall in the second period in 2:43 or 1:43. So that was Cuba City getting the win there.
A good match coming up here on mat number 1 with Hunter Stevens of the sophomore from Iowa Grand Highland. He's taking on Drake Ingham of Prairie du Chien, a senior, at 37-6. Stevens 32-1.
Getting in that spaghetti wrestling, Ken. Hunter Stevens can definitely spaghetti wrestle.
Oh, he can. That's true.
This is an exciting match down there. I kind of didn't totally expect Ingham to give him that big of a match.
Uh-huh.
But Ingham's got a nice record for a senior, 37-6.
Yeah, he's a solid young man.
Carey dominating his match right now, 5-0, as he works for that patented Mineral Point crossface cradle. But they got a lot of time left in this period, too. Now we're down here at 138 on mat number 4. And that is another Cuba City wrestler. That's Buxton from Cuba City. He takes on the other Hussam from Dodgeville, excuse me. I don't want to add Dodgeville and Iowa Grant together. That'd be an awesome.
That'd be interesting, huh?
Yeah. Dodgeville will give them all the lightweights they need, and then they take care of the rest.
There you go.
No score down there after one period between Ingham and Stevens. That was really surprising.
On mat 2, it's a 5-0 lead here with just under a minute to go in the match at 132. That is Carey out in front of Johnson. Mineral Point over Dodgeville, as you mentioned. And Shep and Cushman, that is still 2-0 Cushman.
Yep. Although Cushman did get caught in a cradle there, but he's going to come out of it and come around and get the reversal.
Yep.
He's going 2-2 is what he went.
2 is what he did, yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
All right, so it's 4-2. Down on mat number 3, it's 4-0 down there in favor of Buxton from Cuba City over Hussman from Dodgeville.
And Cushman does pick up the win, 4-2.
Oh, that was the final.
That was the end of it. I didn't realize that.
Okay, that was at 132. So we're done with all the consolation at 132, but we haven't finished up the
Carey will pick up the win, 5-0.
That the final? Wow.
That was the final, yeah. Just kind of solid, just stayed right on top of them, won't let them do anything. That's going to bring us back to mat number 2 here as they refresh the track wrestling. We'll take a look and see who is coming out here onto the mat. It looks like it's going to be Iowa Grant.
And that should be
Valley, is it?
Biba
Ah, there we go.
at 138. Yeah,
Okay.
Biba is out there. He's wrestling Schulte from River Valley.
Okay.
That should be a good match. They're fairly well matched.
Biba 23-0, yep. And Schulte, boy, only a sophomore,
Yep.
19-9, so that's not bad.
We were impressed with him up at the
Yep.
Richland Center Invitational, and then
Yeah.
he did all right up at the Bi-State too.
Uh-huh.
We're at 138 in our mat number 3. We get our first takedown there, and that is Hahn from Fenimore taking on the other Kite from Mineral Point. So he has the lead there. Mat number 4, it's an 8-0 lead. I believe that's an 8. Yeah, looks to me like it is. No, it's a 6. So it's 6-0 lead for Buxton over Hussman. Psalm or whatever. There we go. Somewhere in there it's got to be, right, Ken?
Yep. Somewhere sooner or later we'll get it. Thanks again to our sponsors. How about the Viroqua Dental Center? Dr. Leon Klum bringing you tonight's, this afternoon's action. Of course, of this conference tournament weekend. The VFW of Viroqua. No one does more for veterans than the VFW, South Side. And thanks to the family, the Vesbach family, Todd, Tina, and the crew. Vesbach Oil and Propane in Viroqua. Vernon Electric, Richland Electric, and Scenic Rivers Electric, bringing you that affordable electrical energy, helping us out once again. Those are another set of 4 of our wonderful sponsors that help to bring you today's wrestling action.
Well, while we were gone there, Elliot Biba came up with a fall there in the first period, that was. And so he moves on to the finals. He's waiting to see the winner of the Duffy-Weagle match there. And they say that, nope, they're not walking out there. They must be down the other end. They're going to go. Stevens down there and is still in a tight match, Ken.
Uh-huh.
He's only winning 2-0, and we're in the third period, and he has to ride him out.
Interesting.
It's a good match down there.
Yeah.
Stevens, I wonder if he's saving something in the gas tank because he knows he's got to take carry on the finals.
Well, you wonder maybe, huh? I don't know if you want to look ahead, though, too much, right?
Now when you're wrestling somebody from Prairie du Chien like Ingham, you know dang well he can go, oh, there's the escape. So now it's going to get interesting here in the last 30 seconds. 2-1, the winner of this takedown is going to be the winner of the match.
Boy, over here on mat number 2 here, Kirk, we've got a quick takedown with Owen Sefrud. He goes into over Ulrich of Belmont Platteville. Sefrud picked up that takedown. He went right into a kind of a leg lace and a facelift and picked up 3. And now he gets a turn for another 3, and it's 8-0 just like that. He lifts and brings Ulrich down to the mat. Now he'll release.
It's a good match down there. Ingham tried to balance hip pressure move, and Stevens counteracted him on it and got the takedown. So Stevens wins down there 4-1 in a tight match with Ingham.
Wow.
So we're all set at 132 in our placement matches.
That'll be fun. Can't hardly wait with some of that stuff.
So now we'll get Duffy from Riverdale. Sean Duffy, the senior with a 29-7 record. He's going to take on Dylan Weigel, the great sophomore from Belmont Platteville.
We have a pinning combination here on mat number 3. Mineral Point trying to fight off this, I kind of call it like a banana split kind of a move.
Sefrud made short work of Ulrich.
Yeah, once he decided to just get down to business, it didn't take long, did it?
No, he's way too much wrestler for Mason.
So solid.
Yeah.
On mat 3, it's Quentin Kite of Mineral Point trailing Malin Hahn of Fenimore. It's 4-2. There's still some points maybe to be had out there, but Hahn trying to come up with the pinning combination.
Kite still fighting out of that half Nelson ride. Mat 2, we're at 150 now. There's finally the pin though. That was at 138 on mat number 3. And that was Hahn from Fenimore getting the fall there to move on to the placement round.
Well, that's got to help Fenimore's spirits a little bit, I would think.
Yep.
Especially getting that pin.
Well, bonus points are now what it's going to take for Fenimore to get back into this.
Yes.
So in our semifinal down there on mat number 1 at 138, Duffy right now is trailing in the match 2-0. Now he's in back point situation. So it's at least going to be 4-0. Yep. 4-0, that is down there. Here's a fall down here on mat number 4. That is at 144 in the wrestleback round. And that is Tiedrich from Lancaster getting the fall there against McGuire from Riverdale.
On mat 3, Drew Hurd of Prairie du Chien is out on the mat, taking on Jacob Dannenberg out of Mineral Point. He's only Dannenberg only a freshman at 21-10. That's a nice record there for a freshman, especially at 144. Hurd coming in at 31 and 12. No score there with 15 seconds remaining in period number 1. On mat number 2, that's a dandy one. No score as we near the end of the period. And they're going to go out of bounds on the last second flurry.
Yep, no points there. This is Skylar Zanzevich wrestling Jackson Perkins, the junior, with a 23 and 14 record. Zanzevich is 24 and 11. Should be a good match.
Yeah.
Down on our other semifinal, but that's at 138. That's right now Weagle from Platteville out in front 6-0 over Duffy from Riverdale. Then we're up to 150 also down on the mat 4 in the wrestle back. And that is Reddington from Cuba City taking on Spenceley from Belmont Platteville. They go out of bounds on mat number 3, 1-0 score in favor of Hurd from Prairie du Chien. That's at 144. That's Dannenberg for Mineral Point. 6-1 down there now. Duffy finally got on the scoreboard. 50-some seconds to go in the second period.
Thanks again to one of our sponsors. We might as well hit up on those real quick. Tractor Central, located right between Westby and Viroqua, thanks to Don Wallace and that crew. Torkelson Funeral Home, that's Todd Torkelson, again from Toma over to Cashton. Many area funeral homes. Top Dogs Wrestling, that is Stetson Clary, and Clary Trucking, which is Troy, as they combine to bring you today's tournament action. And The Place, thanks to Bob Kunitz and the crew down there in Norwalk, a great place to go for all kinds of wonderful family meals. I tell you what, they've got some great selections for you to try.
8-1 score down there on mat number 1 between Duffy and Weagle. Weagle out front. Still no score in match the other semifinal, but that's at 150 on mat number 2 between Zanzevich and Perkins. Mat number 3 in the consolation bracket at 144. It's still Hurd out in front of Dannenberg from Mineral Point, 1-0 as we wind down the second period here. And then in our other wrestleback round here at 150, it's Nick Reddington trailing Cam Spenceley 2-0 in that match. (10-2) in favor of Weigel down there now as he increases his lead in the third period against Duffy. Nice shot in there. Duffy trying to get over the top. Spenceley trying to spin by it. Oh, a nice, what do they call that? It's basically, you just cheap tilt him there because you block the knee with the arm bar, and he's trying it again. He's trying to do is tilt him there and then spin around.
Zanzevich just broke the non-scoring going on there in that drought. He now leads 2-0 on mat 2.
Got a turn then, didn't he?
He got a reversal there, yeah.
Oh, yeah, reversal?
Yep.
Okay, we are in the third period.
Yeah. And now we're hitting the 50-second mark in that match.
Weigel down there, just a real nice overpowering move on Duffy there. He put in basically a barbed wire from the front and just tipped him to his side and spun around. They say a lot of times this is the point where you feel he kind of just broke Duffy here now. Duffy, and that's the end of it. 12-2 at 138.
Still 2-0. We're down to 15 seconds remaining in this match on mat 2. That's the upper right corner. Sinzevich really, once he got that reversal, boy, I tell you what, he just in control the rest of the way. That'll be the end of that match. So he'll pick up the win. That'll help Fenimore's cause going into the finals.
Yep. That was at 150.
We have a 1-1 score here with Dannenberg from Mineral Point on mat 3, lower left, and Hurd of Prairie du Chien.
Got a interesting bout going on down there at the other end. That would be at 144. Well, they must not have that right.
Is that just starting?
Yeah, I got the wrong one. Yeah.
Okay.
It's 144. It is Hinderman against Krapp from Fenimore. That was a really good match in the duel a couple weeks ago.
Oh, really? Yeah. Krapp's in pretty good position off from that takedown. He's got that leg hooked. He scooped that inside leg. Now he's going to go back to more conventional ride. So it's Hinderman and Krapp on mat 1. Knockreiner of River Valley and Imhoff of Isle Grande Highland on mat 2. That's your top half of the screen. And the bottom half, it stays with overtime now on mat 3. Hurd and Dannenberg. You almost wonder a little bit here, and not to take anything away of Hurd and his ability, but kind of wonder if maybe he just didn't give so much of that quarterfinal match that he might be battling a little bit here.
Out. We're at 150 here. That would, that's Imhoff, yeah. He's wrestling Hurd, right?
There's a down here on mat 3.
Oh, that's Knockreiner.
This is
that's Knockreiner over here. Yep.
Yeah.
Knockreiner and Imhoff.
Yes. Here's Hurd now on mat 3. He's coming in, trying to get a reversal here.
Wow, that was close.
He just cannot quite get it. No. Boy, what a scramble there. Dannenberg, he just hung on for dear life, and he was able to, I'll say he escaped giving up anything.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to put it. 1-1 as we go into, we go in 30-second goals, aren't we?
Yeah, we're in the second, this is the second 30-second goal.
Oh, okay. Hurd's got to hold him.
Yeah, he let him go.
Gave him the 1, but now he's got to take him down. That's the one thing. He still wrestled the 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So he's got 18 seconds to take him down.
Well, let's see if he can do it.
Six seconds, Ken.
It's going to be tough. I don't know that he's been warned either, so.
Krapp winning down there 2-0. Imhoff in his match, it's 0-0. So we're in the second period. He hung on to it, Ken.
He did.
Mineral Point's having a inspiring round for their fans. They're giving them something to cheer about.
Yes, they really are. You're right. Well, Dannenberg going to move into that fifth place match. Hurd will wrestle for seventh. Meanwhile, Knockreiner and Imhoff, as Kirk mentioned, there's no score there.
Got down here a River Valley match and a Rissell Center match at 157 in the constellation. That's Larson from River Valley. Find his first name here for you quick. Ty Larson. He's taking on Ethan Bodendine from Richland Center. That's all not, or 1-0 right now in favor of Larson.
Well, we had a little toss right underneath us on mat number 3. And that was not bad at all. That's Emmett Collins of Mineral Point and Brady McCartney out of Lancaster. And it's going to be McCartney picking up the 2. And now he's locked in a cradle trying to bring Collins back to the mat, but Collins rolls through, gets back on his base.
And these Iowa Grant wrestlers get on top. They can be punishing.
Oh, yeah.
Now, Emhoff just rode Knockgrinder there the whole second period, and basically, I would say was controlling. I wouldn't say he's dominating. Now Knockgrinder says he's not going to waste time down there. He just lets him go. Crap winning down there 4-1 over the young man, Hinterman from Iowa Grant. Hinterman down now, going into the third period, trailing 6-1. Bodendine down here, he's tied up now in his match, 1-1 at 157 against Larson. Knockgrinder Emhoff could go either way here. This is where who's going to get this last takedown here with 1:14 to go. Nice shot in for a single leg, but Knockgrinder coming over the top and tying up Emhoff's ankle so he can't pick it up.
We got a minute to go on mat number 1 with Hinderman and Krapp. Krapp still with the lead, 6-2. Not in too bad a position either.
Knockgrinder just really hoping to get a stalemate here, but Emhoff is making progress here, so the ref's letting him keep wrestling. And I would say it's pretty close here for Emhoff to get the takedown, and there it is.
Just a lot of leverage right there, Kirk.
Yep, it was. He just kept fighting for it. Now I can't tell if Coach Allen is just trying to inspire him or he's wanting him to let him go. I don't think he wanted to see that.
Nope.
He got Ward for stalling.
We're down to under 30 seconds now on mat number 1, and Krapp has gotten in on a single leg, and there's the takedown. That's going to help his cause as he now leads 8-2 with just seconds left in that match.
Yep, he's pretty well in control now. He'll move on to the finals there at 145, and he'll take on Owen Sefferud, and that ought to be another good barn burner for a final match.
For sure.
Emhoff holds on to his match and gets a 3-0 score there.
Well, we certainly hope that you're enjoying watching this Western Wisconsin video production of high school wrestling. It's Conference Wrestling Weekend. And again, my thanks going out here to my left. It's Kirk Lair helping us out. I want to say thanks also to many sponsors. How about let's go to the Bank of Ontario, the Vernon County Bank of Choice, the Bank of Ontario. Sweet Valley Artisan and Valley Fudge and Candy. Stop in there on Main Street, Central Avenue in Coon Valley. They've got just a ton of artisan little shops. And then, of course, the Valley Fudge. Now, there's a good one. And St. Joseph's Equipment Incorporated, located St. Joe's, Richland Center, and over in the Norwalk area, as well as in Minnesota. St. Joe's Equipment for all your farming needs. And Stanek Dental. Stop in and say hi to Erica and the crew and have them take a look at how you're doing with your dental hygiene and much more. That is in La Crosse.
Well, we got 2 barn burners out here, Ken, for our semifinals at 157. I'd take these 4 wrestlers any day and start up a squad. You got right down there in mat number 1, Tristan Stelt, the returning state champion, 28-4. He's taking on Bryce Lenzendorf, the state qualifier. And that right now is 0-0. And then in our other semifinal, we got Jackson Bussey, the fine sophomore from Iowa Grant Highland. He takes on Braylon Goebel, you know, the really good senior this year for Darlington. And all those are still 0-0, and it's not for lack of action. And I say that, and then I see Stout just got a takedown.
Then look what happens.
Yeah.
He just wasn't paying attention to you.
Yeah.
On mat 3 here, we've got a little barn burner going again, as you mentioned. Brady McCartney with a 3-0 lead here as we got 1:20 and counting in this match. They're in period number 3 with Emmett Collins. It's been a good one. Tell you what, McCartney, every time you look, he seems to have that cradle in. He just can't get the turn to add more points to his total. Now I say that, and he will get 2, as he got just enough of a 2 count there to now take a 5-0 lead. Another flying arrow on mat number 4. Both these wrestlers on the bottom half of your screen. And on mat number 4, it is going to be Logan Wolf, the senior, at 26-14, taking on junior from Riverdale and Talon Childs. And right now, there's no score in that match. We're in the second period.
Stout came close to another take. Oh, he did get it, so it is 4-1. I thought they might give it to him. He had a nice cradle in there. They couldn't turn him. So 4-1 down there as we go into the second period. 15 seconds to go here in the Bussy Global match. Still no score there as we're in the last 10 seconds. At number 4, we have no score down there. That's up at 165 already. And that is Wolf from Lancaster against Childs from Riverdale.
Well, McCartney will pick up the win here on mat 3, lower left, and it is a 5-0 victory for him. He'll move on and wrestle for 5th place a little bit later on here this afternoon. We'll take a look at those team scores. Iowa Grant now out in front by about 27 points, 226.5 to 199.5 over Prairie du Chien. Mineral Point, Kirk, they're making some noise there at 195, and Fenimore at 168.
Wow, this really surprises me that Fenimore's score is that low, but we said Iowa Grant with that barrage starting at 25.
Yeah.
You know, Kelly did get beat in the semifinal, but he wrestled a really good wrestler. But they haven't lost since then. This match here with Bussy will be a big one, though, for both teams. Down there in Stelt's match, he's increased his lead now to 7-1. Mat number 3 here, we're up to 157. And that would be a match between Wetter from Boscoville and Culver from Mineral Point.
Right now, Job trying to fight off a single leg attack here. You know, one of the things, and if you can see, I don't know if you can tell from on mat 3, but Job is, and Lance always tells the coaches at tournament time and the officials that he's deaf, and so he will continue to wrestle. You have to touch him.
Oh, he's the one that they talk about.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. You have to touch him, or he'll just keep wrestling.
Yeah.
And they do have a person with the sign language standing just off to the right side. Now Job just picks up a throw, trying to get the pinning combination. Boy, I tell you what, great job getting off his back here by Mineral Point. But the young lady off to the side, when there's a timeout, she's relaying what Coach Lance Dad is saying, and Job is picking it up. He can, he'll look up and be able to read that right away. Stout out in front in his match, 9-1 on mat 1. upper left, upper right, it's Bussey. And Gobo.
Kicked out of my computer, Ken.
Oh, really? Uh-oh.
Got a fall somewhere.
Wetter is going to pick up the fall.
That's at 157.
Yep.
Up next on mat number 3 from Middle Point, Alan James.
I'm not sure what, I wound up with five matches on the big screen here behind me, so that's a little weird on the track wrestling.
I'm having trouble with track wrestling in the network.
That's not good.
No.
Gobo and Bussey again, 3-1. Gobo out in front as they get back into the action. 34-2 record for Darlington. 28-3. My goodness, I mean, you take a look at that. You've got 5 losses between these two wrestlers. Now a reversal to tie things up.
Yeah, that's quite a match out there at 157.
Yeah, that's a fun one there. Bussey had to get that reversal to tie it up, and he did.
He's getting a little bit high now. There you go, potentially dangerous. We're at 165 down here on mat number 4. And that would be Bush from Cuba City taking on Alt from River Valley. They're in the first period there at the end of the first period. And just as we say that, Bush gets a takedown. So now he'll lead going into the second period, a 2-0 score. We're up to 175 on mat number 3. And that's James from Mineral Point taking on Davis from Belmont Platteville. Davis just came up with a really nice throw, and there's the fall as he was able to catch James there and put him away.
Yeah, that was a good little toss. And like they say, it was pretty tight.
Yep. Stelt down there handling in front of his match, 9-2. Now we're going to have an escape here for Goebel, and now he leads 5-3. So now the pressure's on Bussey here in the last 42 seconds. He's got to get another takedown to tie it up. Moving to 190 here already on. Hard not to watch the end of Bussey's match here. Him and Goebel really going at it here. This is big for the team score, especially for Iowa Grant. Don't really know if they can totally afford to lose Bussey. Down the last 10 seconds, he's going to have to do something really big here, Bussey, or he's going down to defeat the Goebel. 4 seconds to go. He's going to have to make one tremendous shot. Stelt winning down there in his match, 11-2 at 157.
Looking at a major.
Yep.
You know, this could be one of those things, you know, Kirk, where a team they just build off from each other's success, and that seems to be the formula right now for Iowa Grant Highland.
Sure does. Well, that match ends 5-3 at 157, and that'll be Goebel from Darlington moving into the final match against Stelt.
Thanks to Southwest Technical College right here in Fenimore, just down the road. Appreciate their terrific support. Sid's Concrete, that's Sid Thayer out of Wilton. I tell you what, you got any kind of flat work, whatever it is, garage, Sid just does a wonderful job, and they really take and put their heart into it. Be sure to stop in or give him a call. You can check out his website. Sealand's Carpet Land, that's Tim Sealand. Appreciate their terrific support of the tournament action here. And as you take a look at their newly renovated store. And the Royal Panther Wrestling Club. We appreciate all the support and help that they've given us in order to continue on with this broadcast. And we'll see how they turn out on that Scenic Bluffs Ridge and Valley. Congratulations to them, too. They won the dual side of things for the Scenic Bluffs, the Royal Panthers. Well, we moved to, where are we at now? 165 on.
At 165 on our championship matches down there.
Okay.
And that is Cade Rule from Merrill Point, the fine junior with a 30-5 record. He's taking on Emerson Moan, the senior with a 27-6 record. No score in that match. And then the other match, we have Jeremy Avery, the fine senior with a 35-3 record, and he takes on the other Goebel, Maddox Goebel, who is 17-3 on the year.
Wow.
And Goebel just got the takedown, so it's 2-0 in favor of Goebel.
On the consolation side, on mat 3, you've got Darlington Blackhawk Ross Christ, a 35-3 junior, and Jack McEachran out of Prairie du Chien, the junior as well. He is 16-21, so Christ will pick up the first takedown or two, and he's going to look at the takedown side of things with the release. Meanwhile, on mat number 4, we have Landon Bush, a sophomore, 34-11 from Cuba City Southwestern Benton. He is out in front 6-0 over Hunter Alt, a junior of River Valley, at 20-18.
Well, I'm trying to get back in the computer.
Still being stubborn?
Well, at least I got it to where it'll find the network again.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, we just got to get back into track wrestling again. That's sometimes more fun than getting anywhere else.
I hear you. We'll go back over here. It's a 2-1 score on as we go into period number 2 with the 165-pound weight class. And again, that is Avery and Goebel. On mat 1, it's 2-0 as Rule picks up the first points in that match, and he'll lead as they too are now in period number 2. We're going to have a new match coming out here on mat number 4. Waiting for that. That's going to jump up to 175 pounds in the consolation. Oh, and Chris just picks up a pin on the lower left corner. Got that double arm bar in and got the turn. That was with 56 seconds. Ty Christ, the senior from Darlington Blackhawk, on mat 4. He is taking on Blake Bricko, a sophomore from River Valley. Christ at 21-9, Bricko at 19-17. So we're going to see if the Christ boys can move on and both maybe be wrestling for 5th place here in this Clash Wrestling Tournament. Goebel and Avery, that's a tight one now. It's 4-3 Goebel with 1:10 to go in period number 2. And at 190 pounds, we are now watching on mat 3 Cole Brenninger taking on Wyatt Annan in a semifinal. So they're bumping things up a little bit here, Kirk. They moved a semifinal over here to mat 3.
I wonder why they did that.
I'm surprised, really.
Huh.
They've been keeping consolation on 3 and 4 and championship on 1 and 2, but yeah, that's an interesting one. Well, here's Annan. He's going to shoot in on a double leg, and he just collapses the far hip on Cole, and Brenninger going to give up the first points. And now Annan goes right into a facelift. He's got the leg laced in. He's going to get at least a couple of points here, and he'll have a 4-0 lead as they go out of bounds. There they go. So 4-0 in favor of Wyatt Annan out of Fenimore at 190.
5-0 down there, now at 165 in favor of Rule as they go into the 3rd period down there. Another semifinal with 8 seconds to go here in the 2nd period. It's 4-3 in favor of Goebel.
Brenninger and Annan back to the live wrestling with 40 seconds to go in period number 1. Annan in control at 4-0. Christ on mat 4 finds himself with a 2-1 lead over Blake Bricko of River Valley. championship and placement matches coming up after this. Should be a lot of fun here. Hope you can stay with us and watch this fantastic wrestling tournament going on here down at Mineral Point. And pass the word, let people know we're on Twitch, and it's WWVP LLC, and it's the Westby encoder is what I'm using, so it's the LLC Westby, WESTBY. So you can search that if you go to Twitch. Should pop right up. I've been watching on my computer, and we've knocked on wood, Kirk. We're staying solid so far.
There you go.
Thanks again to the fine folks here. Chris Carr, the athletic director at Mineral Point. Matt Austin, he's kind of been the go-to guy, helping out with the internet, getting everything connected, and all the IT people down here. It's great to see all the Mineral Point folks. Boy, I tell you what, it goes back a long time, Kirk, that we've known these people, isn't it?
Oh, golly, some of them, you grew up with them, you know.
Pretty much, yeah.
That's for sure, you know. Gary down there and the Fiedlers, both Mert and George,
Yep.
And then he saw Al Bauman in the room there this afternoon.
Yep, had a chance to talk to him for a moment.
I feel sorry for him. His wife just recently passed away, but it sounds like it was one of those that was more a blessing for the family than anything else.
Yeah, it's always tough, that's for sure.
Yep.
7-4 your score with 45 seconds remaining on mat number 2. That's the upper right. A pretty good match going on here at 7-4, but Gobo has the lead over Avery of Prairie du Chien. Gobo of Darlington Blackhawk. And Rule, as Kirk had mentioned, now has increased his lead to 7-1, and they're sitting at 1 minute left in that match. So Rule doing a good job keeping control of the tempo there. Back on the lower right corner of the screen with Christ in that consolation side. He is now expanded. Well, he had it expanded to 5-1, but now we take a look. Brickle has picked up the reversal, and it's 5-3. He gives up the escape to go back on their feet.
Darlington Blackhawk has basically these 4 or 5 really good wrestlers. Well, actually, yeah, the 2 Goble boys. Well, even Christ is doing well now, too.
Yeah, the 2 Christ, yep.
Aird and then Serfarud. It's just, man, they had something to go with them, which eventually maybe they will. But it's just impressive to see them. As the other Goble Maddox wins his match and moves on to the finals.
Well, they're going to make noise. There's no doubt about it.
And they're kind of helping out Iowa Grant, although Iowa Grant's been a while here after Bussey got beat and Emerson's getting beat down there. It's going to come down to who is going to win in this last round. This would be a big plus for him here at 175 if Hinderman could pull off an upset.
Yeah. Cole Brenninger chooses neutral to begin period number 3. He's trailing 6-0 to Wyatt Anand out of Fenimore. Again, this is a championship side, so they just happened to move this match for whatever reason over to mat 3, which typically has been the consolation side of things.
I know that 190 was ahead. They stuck one of the other ones in too over here, but I don't know why, because like you say, the consolation was way ahead over here too. But but like you say, Chris stepped out there and got that early fall, and that was the first semifinal out there. And now that with maybe they're just trying to catch him up here.
Maybe Ty Chris picks up the win. I think it was 8-4, I believe, was the final score on mat 4. And so now they're going to bump to 190. And again, this should be consolation. It's Cuba City, Benton Southwestern's Fox Austin coming out at 26-15. He's taking on Belmont Platteville's Cam Moore, a sophomore, sitting at 13-14.
Rule ended up winning that match down there against Moan 7-1.
Okay.
At 165.
That was a solid match.
Yep.
You have Craig Denar of Belmont, of Cuba City, Benton Southwestern on mat 1. He has picked up the takedown and leads 2-0 over Nathan Blaschke out of Fenimore. Our thanks going out to the River Valley Blackhawks Wrestling Club. Thanks to Daniel Mahakovic, TJ Waneke, and the whole crew helping us out today. The Richland Grant Telephone Co-op, out of Blue River. Appreciate their terrific support. And you'll find Premier Co-op not only in Westby, Richland Center as well. And let's see, down here in Mineral Point. So they're all over the place, Dodgeville, and of course the corporate office in Mount Hora. Prairie du Chien Blackhawk Wrestling Club, thanks to head coach Mike Rogie and that wonderful crew as they continue to battle well here in this Clash Wrestling Tournament. Hankey of Lancaster at 175 and Gavin Hinderman, they're on mat number 2, upper left side of things. Anand does pick up the win, a major decision, 8-0 by the way, over Cole Brenninger. 5-4 your score at 175 with Hankey. Only a sophomore, he's doing a nice job, but he is actually trailing 5-4 here in this matchup. Kirk, they're bumping to 285 on mat 3.
That's the consolation. No, wait, not.
Is that championship?
That has to be.
That is, that's Gratz out there, right?
Yeah, because Gratz and Aird.
Gratz, yes.
Gratz, yep.
Well, he comes in with a body lock. That is so tough.
Yep, that ain't going to last long.
No, he's just Allred doing a good job trying to fight it off, but boy, like you said, it's just a matter of time there. Good half Nelson.
Well, there it is. They didn't waste any time out there.
No. 15 seconds?
Yep.
20. Let's see, what do we got? 25 seconds, excuse me. 25 seconds.
Still looking forward to him and Matthews going at it in the finals. Probably going to see Matthews. Yep, he's coming out next.
That'll be
and he's going to take on Simmons, Jack Simmons, a sophomore with a 31-8 record.
Portland Implement out there on Highway 27 just outside of Cashton helping us out today with your Kubota farm equipment. Organic Valley also out on Highway 27 outside of Cashton, giving you all the great organic products, dairy products, and O'Reilly Auto Parts. Thanks to Bill Klimick and his wonderful crew and the 13 stores that he supervises. Don't forget North Crawford Seneca Wrestling Club. They have their after-school brawl coming up on February 16th, if I remember right. Stop in there, get yourself signed up. You got to check all that out. And the Marketplace, Tanya and her great crew, a wonderful grocery store, and Cenex Gasoline, the Marketplace in Gaze Mills. Another bunch of four of our wonderful sponsors helping out here today. We'll do 4 more here in just a moment.
This Honky from Lancaster, he's having himself a tournament. He came in here as the 5th seed at 175, and he already knocked off the 4 seed, and now he's in good position here to knock off the 1 seed.
Wow.
Although Hinderman did a nice job right there at the end of the period.
Yep.
And came back and tied the match.
That's 9-9.
Yep.
Denar finds himself in a tight one at 2-2 over there on mat number 1, and now the escape has just been given to Blaschke of Fenimore, and it's a 3-2 lead for Blaschke.
Well, he turned around, and Matthews has got his young man in a lot of trouble here. Him and Gratz do about a lot of the same type of moves.
They'll be wrestling like a mirror when they go at it if they wind up meeting, right?
Well, right now it's looking pretty promising. Matthews out in front 5-0. Fall down here on mat number 3 at 190 in the consolation round. And that would be Austin from Cuba City moving on to the 5th place match as he puts Moore in the wrestlebacks.
Yep. Moore will wind up having to wrestle for 7th, and now we'll see here. think we got the pin on mat 3, yep.
Oh, Matthews got it finally, okay.
A minute 52 on that one, so he'll move on. Thanks to Nordic Lanes helping us out just outside of Westby. Stop in there, open bowling. They're open 7 days a week. Nicolati Construction, thanks to Mike Nicolati out of Stoddard. Tell you what, they will do a terrific job for you. Mike is, he's a stickler for perfection. Be sure to contact him today. Lynn's Home Center with 70,000 plus pieces of hardware coming out of that little store, but they are chock full of great things in Cashton, downtown Cashton. And Lavelle Telephone Cooperative helping out with our tournament action today on Conference Saturday.
Some big action on both mats there, but Donar coming up the pin over Blasky to win that match down there.
Wow.
With 1:19 left to go, so that would be a 41 pin, 441 pin. And here, Honky's got a throw there, and so he's up now 12-4 against Hinderman. Hinderman's dug himself a pretty good sized hole here.
Boy, he has, that's right. Well, he just got Warren kind of hanging on there. Henke was. Now he gets Hinderman back down to the mat.
15 seconds to go. Hinderman's got to get going here. He needs a big move.
Richland Center's Kleppe now on the mat at 285. And his opponent.
Hinderman wasn't able to come out of it. And a big, like I say, Honky's having himself a big tournament here today.
Yeah.
So he's going to move on to the finals.
Good for him.
Kind of a surprise there. Lancaster against Cuba City in the finals there.
285 on mat 3. This is back to consolation as Kleppe locked his hands, and he'll give up a point. It's 2-1, and as he does that now, Belmont Platteville. I forgot to talk to Emerson, the coach, and see what the heck, how in the world we say his name here. By Trissel? Trissel, I think you by Trissel. I think that's how you said it, wasn't it? Anyways,
I was making an effort at it.
well, we'll say it's 2-1, Kleppe. Theory now out on the mat with Mac Busser out of Mineral Point.
Yep, that's down on mat number 1. Our other semifinal on mat number 2 is got Brokop from Iowa Grand Highland. He takes on Dalton Wolf, the junior, with a 29-7 record.
Yeah, Bodie is coming in. I tell you what, both these wrestlers are juniors. They're both I think they're gonna see each other next year as well.
Especially up in these type of weight classes. And they're both built, the leaner type 215 pounders.
Yeah, they might pick up a little weight for football, but they can get it, peeled off a little easier too.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if either one of them isn't really 215. They look to me more like 210 or something like that, or even less.
Right.
Both athletic young men.
Theory has a 10-1 advantage right now.
Yeah, he's just a machine. He's fun to watch.
He is.
Like we said earlier, he's ranked second in the state, and I believe it was a kid from Two Rivers ahead of him.
Okay.
Can just about do it all in college, but right now I guess he's strongly considering a D1 ride in football and being a tight end.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I could almost see that.
Well, I think he's a state champion or a state place winner in track too.
Oh yeah, he's a state champion. Yeah, I remember watching him last year. Yeah, he's something else.
He's just a very athletic, strong young man. Kleppe now gives up an escape. He's winning this match though, 5-2.
Yeah.
So he's just got to stay in good position here and wrestle it out here as we're in the last 15 seconds of the second period. No score in our other 2:15 semifinal between Kleppe between Brokop and Wolf.
Lancaster Flying Arrows, thanks to Tyson Wolf and that great club. Appreciate their fine support and congratulations. They got a wrestler in the finals. We'll keep track of him. The Lacrosse Loggers helping us out. Dan Kapanke and that wonderful team of baseball enthusiasts helping us out. Coon Creek Feeds, thanks to Wayne and all Krasinga and all the crew at Coon Creek Feeds in downtown Coon Valley, and Dustin Clements and Angie and Travis Eggy, Kickapoo Lafarge Predators, and the Viola Quick Stop, respectively, helping us out today. And congratulations to them as they finished up their tournament. The Scenic Bluffs Ridge and Valley, as Kickapoo were the host today. Boy, look at this. Kleppe coming up with a big toss.
That's good. I was watching Brokop's match. He started out with a really nice move to get an escape, and Wolf kind of fought it too long, and he spun around and got the reversal, and now he's looking for big-time back points. Theory wins down there. I believe he tech-fouled the young man, or pinned him, one or the other.
Boy, Wolf trying to get out of that, just nearly did it.
Hey, almost.
Oh,
now he's got him, though.
He does.
Can Brokop fight off of there?
Kleppe picks up the pin for the Hornets.
Well, that's good.
So he'll move on, wrestle for 5th place at 285. That was a nice job by him.
At 215 pounds, from Hershey, Lake Fury, for the fall, the Mac Buster middle point.
Now they set a fall by Theory. Boy, that's a tangled mess with that cradle, isn't it, on mat 2? That's
Brian McGuire comes over there and puts the seatbelt on the front of our coaches. Which they kind of needed. They got pretty close out there for a while. It was a big match for both teams.
For both teams, you're right. Absolutely. Yes.
Especially being at the end of the round here.
Yeah. Thanks to J&R Military Service right out there in DeSoto helping us out. We appreciate the fine folks for all they do. And, boy, stop in there. They have got a great selection of military supplies, military clothing. Ithaca Weston Wrestling Club bringing you the action today as the co-op team travels over to Kickapoo. And speaking of a co-op team, the Isle Grant Highland, thanks to Ryan Allen and that great crew as they continue to make a ton of noise here at the Clash. Appreciate their support. And Harchie Lumber out of Laval, that's Scott Parrish and his team members bringing you today's action, and we wish them all the best. And, of course, Scott has a son wrestling up at, they live in the Reedsburg area, so he has a son wrestling there.
Boy, it's getting interesting. This is our last bout of this round. And now it's 8-7 with 21 seconds, or a minute 21. We got a lot of time left.
Last one. Well, you know what?
Brokop was able to come back and get his own cradle-type takedown or run. Can he turn Wolf again?
I just switched it to a full picture right here, folks.
Yep. Warning for stalling against Wolf. Uh-oh. Oh, Brokop did a nice job recovering there. He got out kind of high. And Wolf almost slipped out the back. Now he's going for that tilt again.
Oh.
Can he hold it there and get more than just 2? He's got to be careful he doesn't hang on to it too long. Did a nice job coming back out of it. And he got 3 out of it. That was big.
Wow. That was big. You're right.
Because now he's easily up by 2. 30 seconds to go here in this bout. Looking at those team scores, though, and right now, like you said before, this would be big here, though. There it is.
Wow.
That kind of sealed it up. I think you can almost say that Iowa Grant's got it locked in.
Boy, I would almost think so.
And if you had to tell me right now who was in second place, I bet you'd be wrong.
Probably. Is it Mineral Point now?
Oh, you sucker! You did guess right.
Oh, I was when you said that, I was like, it's got to be Mineral Point. I'll bet.
Yep.
Then. So,
Yes,
really?
they've had a heck of a round.
I'll be darned.
They're up by unless they don't have Theory's points in there. But if they do, right now it's Iowa Grant 233.5, but they don't have all his points in there. And Mineral Point at 201 and Prairie du Chien at 195. But Fenimore did make that jump, so they're about 40 points behind IG.
All right. Well, we're going to take a break, folks. Stay tuned here. We haven't heard when they're going to start, but I got a feeling that they won't take much of a break here. I think they're going to go right into the finals, the championship, and the placement matches. So stay tuned. Keep that computer and TV on, whatever it is that you're watching here on the Twitch channel, WWVP LLC, Westby channel. We'll be back in just a little bit.